Hey YouTube, guess where I am today? I am at the Rochester Expo with lots and lots of people here. It started at 9 o'clock this morning and it's 10 o'clock and there's lines. It's really busy. So today we're gonna kind of share the expo, do a few interviews with a couple of the people here, so stick around. I'm Jack, this is Python Addiction. VIPs! You guys all want to give away from my YouTube channel?
Wonderful. Excited for today.
I am.
Good.
A little chilly, but
I know. It'll warm up soon when everybody gets in here.
hey everyone. So today we're here at Rexpo and we have someone who, have you ever been to a Reptile Expo before?
I have not.
So this is your first.
It is.
So what brought you here?
So I was interested in getting a pet, but I'm allergic to cats and dogs and birds, so I thought perhaps a reptile would be a good option. And I met a friend's snake, and he was very calm, very friendly, and so I thought that would be a good option to research and see if it would make a good fit as a pet.
Any particular type of snake so far that you're looking at? Are you looking at like ball python, corn snake? Are you looking at a boa? Or
so my friend's pet was a ball python, and so I was probably going to look in that direction because I've interacted with it before, and I think that would be a good fit.
Very good. So what's your first impressions on the reptile community?
Very impressed. On top of the pet vendors and food vendors, there's also plenty of creatives who have reptile-inspired artwork and jewelry, and it shows that there's a big sense of community in this area.
I hope you enjoy the rest of the show. Thanks for coming.
Thank you very much.
So now I'm over here with Nick from HKD Geckos. I've never owned a gecko before.
You always can. Start today.
I could. Tell me a little bit about the care requirements for a gecko.
Well, these are we have a couple different New Caledonian species down here. They're pretty easy to care for. They don't require UVB. Some people do try and put UVB on them to see if there's any benefits to it.
They don't actually require.
They don't require it. They are nocturnal species, so they're sleeping, tucked away at night, or tucked away during the day, and they come out at night. So the care requirements needing UVB, they don't really see that there'd be much benefits to that.
So kind of the same like the ball pythons that I keep, as far as sleeping pretty much all day.
When we're awake, they're sleeping, unless you're a night owl.
I'm a night owl, but that's besides the point. But what do they eat?
So they, they're omnivores, so you could feed them crickets. I tend to say it's good to feed them crickets at least once a week. But there is diets out there that are already mixed. A powder diet, you mix in with water, chlorinated water type of thing. And so it's like Pangea is one of them. You got Rapashi. There's a bunch of different diets out there. Usually you want to mix it with water, like the consistency of like applesauce.
So now, me being a new person when it comes to
until tomorrow, because you're going to
geckos,
today, right?
He's a good salesman. Seriously, he's a really good salesman. And so, temperature, humidity, what do we talk?
So room temperature is really where you want to be for these.
You say room temperature, I mean my reptile room is like 78 degrees.
Perfect. You want to keep it maybe no warmer than temperature. If it's like 65, it's, you know, that's nice drop. And then you don't want to be honest with you, going over 80 is where you kind of get a little sketchy, right?
So not having them in like my reptile room, but maybe outside of the
If your reptile room stays at the high 70s, you should be okay. If it goes up a little bit more than that, you know, that's where you kind of start to, like, you know, be careful.
Kind of waiting to see where it goes during the summer because it's all regulated. I have it on a thermostat and everything. And I just actually finished building the whole room, you know, with a nice feature wall for my snakes to be able to climb up on it, like when I'm taking them out, doing the videos and stuff like this here and everything like that. So
That's nice.
And it gives them some of that enrichment that they normally couldn't have otherwise. So
Yeah, for me, I don't have anything that requires heat, you know, with my collection, and they're down in the basement. So I combat the cold and I combat the dry. So I run a humidifier.
Now, what size like enclosure?
So most of the time what you want to do is, if you're going to go, if you only have a couple of them, a lot of times you want to do bioactive, or it looks nice.
Have them?
I wouldn't recommend co-having them because, I mean, I do know people that keep like females together, maybe if they're breeding with like a trio or something like that. I would say keep them alone unless it's breeding season.
But thank you.
You're welcome.
So if any of you are actually, now do you do like online shipping and stuff like that as well?
Yep, we have it, and right now with the temperatures, and you know how
Well, yeah,
from Buffalo,
right now, right
you
now.
don't like the weather in Buffalo, wait 5 minutes, right? But yeah, we will start shipping probably here in a little bit.
Are you on North Market?
Not yet. Right now you can find me on Instagram at HKD Geckos or Facebook.
All right, so if you guys are looking for geckos, he's one of the guys you want to go to. Visit his Instagram, visit his Facebook. He can ship when the weather gets better, just kind of like me with the ball pythons. You got to make sure that the conditions are good. So
Thank you again very, very much. Good seeing you.
who knows what I might be coming home with. I have a special guest with us here today. I have one of the actual promoters for the Rochester show here with us, Patrick. Thanks for taking the time. I mean, it's freaking packed here.
Yes, it's an excellent show once again.
I mean, you've been doing this for how long now?
About 11 years.
About 11 years.
Yep.
And it just keeps growing and growing every year?
Every show has been better. And we've got even bigger things coming.
That's absolutely amazing. So what keeps you going? I mean, you hear all of the different things with like the ball python market dropping and the whole reptile industry with all of the different, like with COVID happened, the rise, and now with the recession that we're having. How are you handling all that?
We just always concentrate on putting on the best show that we possibly can. Yeah, it's that simple. We're always in competition with ourselves. You know, whatever we pulled off last time, we want it to be better the next time. And we're not afraid to do what we have to do. And variety. We have some of the best vendors in the country here.
For this show, how many people do you think made it here today so far? I mean, we're looking at it. We're what, 12:30 now. I mean, we still got 3.5 hours left for this
we have
show.
several thousand through the door already.
That's absolutely fantastic. Well, thank you very much again for
absolutely.
taking your time. Again, Pat is absolutely amazing guy. If you ever get a chance to get down into the Rochester area for one of the shows, there will be a show that will be in the summer, right?
Yeah.
When is the summer show?
The July 13th at the MegaCon.
July 13th,
It's
and then
the biggest show we've done yet.
and then you'll have another show in the fall.
Yes,
in
back here at the Domes on October 26th.
October 26th. So if you're ever in the Rochester area this coming season, feel free to take a look at one of these shows. Thank you again.
Thank you for having me.
Well, that is Expo number 1 in the books. It's been a very, very busy couple of days, but I enjoyed it a lot. I hope you guys enjoyed the interviews that I did with people today, as that was a very fun and unique experience, something that I've never really done before. So let me know in the comments below if you liked the interviews, if you think that's something that I should do more often when it comes to me going to the shows and things like that. Is I enjoyed that. I think that it was a little bit of fun and getting to learn a little bit about some of the other species and stuff like that at the same time. If you liked today's video, please do hit that like button, as that lets me know that you like this type of content. And as always, if you've made it this far into the video, please, if you haven't done so already, do subscribe. And while you're at it, click that notification icon, as that'll let you know when I do new videos. I do new videos at least once a week, but until next time, I'm Jack, and you've been watching Python Addiction.